Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one going to be on Gotham episode number 2, and this episode was just amazing. So what was this episode about? It was about these kids that are getting abducted or kind of kidnapped by two people, a man and a woman, and these two people are actually working under someone. And I think if I heard it right, it was the doll maker. So I was like, whoa, now that's another drop name, for a big villain. And they even called him with his name, with his original name, with his villain name, not his, regular name, the real name. Yeah, and while the kidnapping was happening, Catwoman was there, and that's where she escaped. She saw the whole thing happening, but she kind of escaped. They couldn't catch her the first time, and that's where we saw some other great stuff with the mother of Penguin. And I thought that was pretty interesting. We saw how she thinks that her child is so innocent, he's so good, and all that kind of stuff was happening with her and the other officers of the GCDP. And later on, we saw that. Jim Garden and Harvey Bullock, they are looking into it, into the kidnapping that happened, and we're seeing that still, Harvey is this corrupted man or this cop yet. He still wanna help, and that's where we see the connection between a murder that happened on the scene and the kid who ran out. There were like three kids, and one of them made it out, and that's where we saw that nobody really cares about these homeless kids. It was just too sad to see them uh, on the streets, no good food, no money, no clothes. We're just too messed up to even live on the streets anymore. And that's where we saw that Jim Gordon and Harvey Bullock reached to a point where they could, catch them and they could retrieve the kids. But that's what happened. The guy and the woman who were kidnapping the kids, they kind of made it out. They escaped Jim Gordon, but Jim Gordon got the kids, and that's where we saw that the mayor came to the GCDP, and that's where he gave this speech about him taking care of the kids and putting them into a good place and all that kind of stuff. But it was all a lie, so he could just lock them up far away, and he just didn't want them on the streets anymore, so they wanted his publicity or such thing. And that's where we even saw more of the Riddler, which was pretty awesome. He was creepy, he was freaky as well, and we heard the name Arkham Asylum already, but it's locked for around 15 years right now. So I think there's more to it. We're gonna hear more about the Arkham Asylum soon, and later on we saw that Catwoman was sent with the other kids that were rescued to upstate, where they take care of the kids, but not really. It's some kind of a bad place for the kids, and Catwoman didn't want to go there, but she got forced to it, and that's where the kidnappers were on the bus. They kidnapped the kids again, and they wanted to send them back to their boss, which I think, again, it might be the doll maker. Anyway, later on, we so that Catwoman made it out. We saw that Catwoman is becoming the Catwoman that we know in the comic books. She started scratching people, and it was pretty bad for that guy. It was just amazing, and that's where we saw that Catwoman asked for help from Jim Gordon, and they arrested the ones who were kidnapping the kids, and that was pretty much for the ending of the episode. But before the ending, actually, Catwoman didn't want to go to the upstate, and that's where she called upon Jim Gordon, and that's where she told him that I saw what happened. I saw who's the real killer behind the killing of the Waynes, and that's where actually the episode ends. And of course, we got a little bit of Jim Gordon talking to Bruce Wayne, and just telling him that there is someone who actually cares about you, so you got to stop hurting yourself. But that's where we saw that Alfred can't really do much because his father told him to raise Bruce. the way Bruce Wayne gets raised. He can do whatever he wants, which was pretty awesome because that's where we saw that, Alfred in the future can't tell Bruce what to do about Batman becoming the Batman or not. And that was it pretty much for the episode. That was it. Pretty awesome. There were a lot of great names. We saw a little bit of the Penguin. He was trying to connect everything together so he could become the next crime lord. We saw that he got into this fight. You could say he killed one of the guys that picked him up after he, took up from the lake, and he kept one kid as a hostage. He was demanding some money so he could start up his, business and his crime thing. But it didn't really work out because the mother, I think, she thought it was a joke or something. But yeah, that was it pretty much. I really love it so far. It's pretty good. The names that are dropping so far are pretty awesome. The story was pretty interesting. I got the goosebumps every now and then. We saw Fish Mooney is kind of having some trouble dealing with Falcon, which was pretty awesome as well. I just love her so far. She's just great for the role. She's just great for the series so far. She is a real great villain. I think she's doing a great job, and that's pretty much, great show so far. I'm really loving it. I want to rate it a 4 out of 5. I got the goosebumps around like 2 to 3 times. It was with Fish Mooney, then it was in the end of the episode, and I think it was somewhere else with Gordon and Harvey. But we still see the conflicts between Gordon and Harvey. They are not on the same terms yet. They are kind of struggling with each other. We saw that the girlfriend of Gordon, who is called Barbara, she's basically trying to do the right thing. She's trying to talk to Gordon and know what's happening with him, but he refuses to talk to her. So that was it pretty much, guys, from my review. Of course, I spoiled everything, but I really loved it so far. Riddler, Penguin, and the Doll Maker. I think they mentioned it. I'm not sure, but I think so. They mentioned it. I think I heard it. I might watch it again and make sure about it, and then let you guys know in some other video. But so far, the season is going really well. I don't know how much it made. I don't know how many views were on the channel when the episode was airing, but I think it's gonna be pretty high. And one more thing I want to see in Gotham is, some not flashbacks, more like years from now. I want them to go further into the future and show us Bruce developing to Batman, Catwoman developing to Catwoman. I don't know. I think it's kind of early. Maybe with the second season they could do that, or third or fifth. I don't know. I don't know why I'm speaking about this right now, but I might do a video about Gotham and the things that should be in Gotham. Even I heard some other stuff that there will be appearances for Professor Pig and Scarecrow, so I'm not sure if there will be, but looking forward to it. If there is, I think that's gonna be a great addition. And that's pretty much, guys. Let me know your thoughts right down below. If you like what you see, please hit the like button, share it around, subscribe, and see you guys around. Take care.